Hi everyone, I always the last one, but I hope not the least. So before I start, I want to ask you a question. What is this one? No, it's a brush. It's surgical hand washing brush. So my topic is washing your hands. Why? Because as a physician in China, I was a physician in China. The surgical washing hand is pretty important for me to save people's life. But here I saw so many people don't wash their hand before eating, especially in the rider cafeteria. When I talk to someone, they say, "See, my hand is pretty clean, so I don't need it." But when they can see the germ on their hand, their face must be like that. So, do you know what is norovirus? No?
Cold.
So, according to the NBC report, we have the noro outbreak at Ryder, 2012. It caused 40 students hospitalized that time. One of my friends. So, I'm gonna persuade you to wash your hand through 3 parts. What is the problem with hand washing in America? And why hand washing is pretty important? And what should we do? For the first part, what's the problem with hand washing? So you can see the data from review of hygiene. There's only 50% of American people wash their hand with soap. And the other one, the length of hand washing. Only 5.3% people wash their hand more than 15 seconds or longer. The other one, data is from the Harris Interactive 2010. As you can see, the different activities people wash their hands, especially these two, after coughing and sneezing, after handling money. Can you imagine these two are related thing? If someone just handling money and they sniffing to the money, and you will handle the money. So, but someone think this problem is not a problem for them because it won't give them the disease. Well, let's move on to the next part. Why this is very important? Because according to the AEM, there are millions germs on your hands. And these germs will spread 2 kinds of disease. One is hurt your respiratory system. The other one is hurt your digestive systems. But you say, might be, it doesn't matter. But you're gonna see, it will give you some deadly disease. Do you know SARS and H1N1? If you don't know, how about this one? So if you wash your hand, it improves by the Brian rate from the report. It will prevent you to spread your disease to others. But the most important for you, it can reduce the risk of respiratory infection by 16% and reduce the other risk of fecal oral transmission up to 50%. So it is quite important for you, right? But you don't know, or you probably don't know, what is the properly hand washing, right? So next part, I'm gonna introduce how you're gonna do by when you should wash your hand and how you wash your hands. I summarize the time or the moment you should wash your hand into 6 after use in toilet, after changing your diaper, not you, sorry, and after coughing and sneezing, and after touch pets or something, or you're handling your pet's food, after touching garbage, and 4 befores. Before preparing food, before eating food, before and after caring a person who is sick, before treating an cart or wound. So how do you do for the practice? The CDC recommended 6 basic steps. So you can see: wet, soap, and wash for at least 20 seconds. And rinse, dry, turn off the water with paper towel. It's so boring, right? So let's see a video.
Does anyone here have the flu? Would any of you admit? Oh, you, them too.
Whoa, long reporting. What are you guys doing here?
Now, Guillermo, that's not nearly long enough to wash your hands properly. Let's get that water back on. There you go. Wash your hands so super duper. You just use a filthy public pooper. Scrub those fingers, scrub the palm. Scrub them till they're clean enough to show your mom. Roll over, rinse, and don't forget to repeat. Or your hands will be dirty as a public toilet seat.
You get it? Almost 30 seconds. Okay, so let's move on to the next part. Almost done. Where's my part? So, in conclusion, as you know, the prevalence is not enough in America. You don't have the right, correct hand washing practice with soap. There's only half of you. And the length of hand washing is not enough. And why it is so important? Because it can reduce risk of spreading disease. So, the seasonal flu is coming soon. If you don't want to enjoy it, please wash them. Please wash your hands. And remember the moment: 6 afters and 4 befores. And 6 basic steps. I repeat it. What is that? Wet, soap, wash at least 20 seconds, rinse, dry, and turn off the water with paper towel. So, I got inspiration from Patrick. The Christmas is coming, right? Before you enjoy it, please clean your hands. Almost done yet? Next part. Questions?